Hello and welcome everyone. My name is Sally Pinto and I'm from the Yonkers Newark neighborhood naturally occurring retirement community. We launched back in January of 2020 and we're here to serve seniors 60 plus in Northeast Yonkers. We have lots of fun programs and activities, and we also have a lot of resources for you as well. Our programs include meditation chair yoga, body mind fitness, bingo, and any other programs that you might be interested, like arts and gardening. We have our resource specialist, Alexa Smith, who can help you with finding services and activities out there for you, as well as our nurse, Barbara Simone, who can help answer your health-related questions. We're here for you, we're here for our community, and we look forward to seeing you in our programs. Enjoy.
Hello, everybody. I'm Alexa Smith, the resource specialist with the Yonkers Newark. I'm here to help with application assistance, referrals for home delivered meals, and transportation services will be coming soon. We also offer Zoom activities and Zoom programs. And if you have any other questions or concerns, I'm here to help. Thank you so much and enjoy the program.
Welcome. I'm Barbara Simone, registered nurse. I recently retired from Westchester County's Health Department as a public health nurse. I am now here to try to assist you with any medical or preventive care issues. Enjoy this program, and I'm looking forward to working with you.
Welcome, everybody. A pleasure to be here with everybody again. So today's workout is going to be a workout focused on bird watching. Yeah, and so this is not an area that I was very familiar with. So I had to do a lot of research, but one of my passions is the human body and how we connect to it. And it was really interesting to read about this. I mean, everything, obviously it's a very obvious statement, but what we know as we move around in this world, you know, we hold our bodies in particular ways, sometimes for prolonged periods of time. And the unfortunate thing is that we like lose mindfulness. There's this concept of mindfulness of how we're holding our posture. And then, you know, hours down the road, you know, we feel like, you know, a pinch here, a pinch there. And it's probably because we had like this awkward position. Maybe sometimes, you know, a lot of people say relax your shoulders because, you know, in the hustle or bustle of life, we kind of tend to walk around with our shoulders shrugged up, or, you know, we have like these different kind of stresses in our life that kind of make us kind of tense up our bodies. And, you know, and it's reflected later on with some pains. And so bird watching, you know, because those participants, those active in the bird watching have to have particular positions, specifically holding the binoculars up and looking at a particular angle for prolonged periods of time. That actually is stressful to particular muscles in the body, specifically the neck. And from what I was reading, specifically the lower back, because posture matters. So today's workout is going to be really focused on the neck, the shoulders, the lower back, and posture, really, and mindfulness, really. So we're going to go through a lot of isometric exercise. So isometric compared to non-isometric, dynamic exercises. Dynamic exercises are going to be like, you know, jumping, moving around, really kind of doing all this stuff. Isometric is actually holding stuff. You remember when you got in trouble in grammar school and they used to make you hold books like that? I don't know if people still do that these days. They probably call the cops on you. But, you know, isometrics is holding a position, a weight, a counterweight. But, you know, we're just going to use our body weight for a prolonged period of time, something like this. And it actually engages those muscles. It's martial artists use it a lot to really to strengthen the muscles, but it's not this dynamic movement. So we're going to use a lot of isometric. We're going to do some neck rolls, because one thing that we're going to be focusing on in bird watching is this posture of looking up. You know, there's something called the warbler's neck, they call it, right? So it's something I found out about warbler's neck. And warbler's neck, as they described it, you know, for the people who are avid bird watchers, is this pain that happens. It could be either chronic or it could be not so chronic, but basically it's from just keeping your neck at this 45-degree position, looking up at the treetops for a prolonged period of time. And then, you know, especially coming out of the winter and going into bird watching season, you know, if again, you know, we want to, like one of the things that I've mentioned in other workouts is that we want to stay ready so that we don't have to get ready. So, you know, doing these kind of workouts before, throughout the winter, you know, throughout our, you know, our life, you know, keeping our neck engaged, keeping our shoulders engaged, so that when, you know, bird watching season comes up, we're not having to, you know, for lack of a better word, cram in these exercises, because I mean, it's not going to be as effective, you know, if we don't, if we try to do it the week before, even after the fact. So warbler's neck is something that exercises and stretching and stuff like that that target preventing warbler's neck is one of the things that we're going to be doing today. As well as other isometric stuff, some stuff for the lower back, some stretching, and also, like I was saying, mindfulness. So, you know, we're gonna mimic positions of the binocular and then bring to mind, where are my shoulders? Keep them down, right? So if we're holding the binoculars, automatically the shoulders are gonna wanna come up very naturally, yeah? But we're gonna be mindful, right? Just this little movement right here. Bring those shoulders down and relax, because it's very natural, right? So we put the binoculars up, we look up, everything comes up, all of our shoulders come up, everything gets tensed up. But okay, the element of mindfulness, okay, my shoulders are up. Let me relax them. Let me bring them down. They don't need to be up here. Yeah, I can still accomplish the same thing. Let me just relax my shoulder. So that's that mindfulness thing that we're gonna do. So yeah. That is the little breakdown of what we're going to be working out today. So if anybody has any questions before we get started, we're going to do a little bit of a warm-up. The warm-up is going to be a little bit more dynamic, a little bit more movement, and then the actual workouts, more isometric stuff. Yeah, but I like to move around and stuff, because, you know, as the posture for one of the recommended postures, is instead of kind of having our feet like this, we want to balance the weight out with one foot in front of the other. Careful that we're not having too much of an arch on our back as we're looking for, we want to kind of relax the lower back, and be right here. So we're going to be doing a lot of like different kind of stuff like that. So I'll walk you guys through, and then and if you want to revisit the workout on YouTube and stuff like that, you can kind of, you know, move the progress of the exercise along without so much explanation that I'm going to be going through right now. So any questions? All right, so we're just going to go right ahead. So the warm up, we're going to do a 5-minute warm up, and what we're going to do, because a lot of the stuff that goes into a lot of the activity that goes into the bird watching is very from here down, and then the stability portion of it is from the lower back. We're going to start working some arm circles. So we're going to work our arm circles forward. Now these are, believe it or not, we're going to start with our right arm, big arm circles forward, and we're going to do this for 30 seconds. So I'm going to start the clock. And so these look like they're not intense activities, but what we're gonna start finding out that about 10 seconds in, we're gonna start feeling that lactic acid start building up. So our muscles are working here. You know, we're building strength, we're building mobility into these arm circles, and we're getting the rotator cuff loose. So these type of exercises, although they might not seem intense, they're very effective, and they're actually working out our limbs. So we're going to slow down. Now we're going to take it backwards. Big arm circles backwards for 30 seconds. Again, about 15 seconds in, my shoulders start to burn. That lactic acid is getting pushed into those muscles. Very important to start building up those shoulders, that shoulder strength, that shoulder resiliency, so we can hold up those binoculars. All right, slow it down. Now we're going to switch to the left. Big arm circles forward. Because even though the binoculars are designed to be lightweight, anything light held up in a particular static position for a prolonged period of time, it starts getting heavy after a while. So these type of exercises, this could build up strength, but it's designed to just be a warm up. All right, reverse. Anybody who has rotator cuff exercises, we don't have to go crazy with these movements. It's just about getting those arms moving. I have had rotator cuff issues with my left shoulder, so there's a little bit of popping going on there. So I'm not trying to force any kind of speed. Again, it's all about mindfulness. Find out where your limits are, okay? Stop, now we're gonna go back to the right again. Now this is when we're gonna start getting really interesting. Right, big arm circles forward. This is when the lactic acid starts building up again. Big arm circles forward. All right. These are things that people tend not to do a lot, but it's very important. Our shoulder mobility. Now we're going to take it back. Big arm circles back. So mobility and flexibility, they seem like they're similar concepts, but they're slightly different. Yeah. Flexibility tests the range of motion, expands the range of motion. Now we're going to move the left arm forward. Mobility puts that flexibility into action. Big arm circles forward with the left. Yeah, we could be doing these while we're seated or while we're standing. All right, backwards. Burn, baby, burn. All right, shake those shoulders out. I don't know about you guys, but my shoulders are burning. All right, shake those shoulders out. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do this nice little this little, what I call it, compound exercise. Again, it's about building up shoulder strength, but then also incorporating that mindfulness of pushing those shoulders back down. So what we're going to do, let me stop that clock. We're going to shrug the shoulders, shrug them up, but then we're going to push them down as far as we can. Creating that mind-body connection. It's really about really communicating with that body as you push those shoulders down, push them down as far as you can. Then we're going to shrug up as high as we can, push those shoulders down. And as we push them down, we don't want to push them down in this C, with our back arched or curved in like this C position. We want to have a good posture, up straight. As we push them down, it's almost like we push them down and we squeeze our shoulder blades together, yeah? So it's going to be up and then down. Down, squeezing our shoulder blades together. So we're going to do that for 30 seconds. Start the clock now. So shrug up, all the way up. Down, pinch those shoulder blades. Up, all the way up. Down. We're building strength in our traps to be able to hold the prolonged position of the binoculars up in the up position, and then we're building that mindfulness, awareness as we push those shoulders down. All right, 30 seconds is in. Good, we're gonna do another 30 seconds of those, yeah, all right? It's because I can't really go back and forth with a minute, 30 seconds, minute, 30 seconds, so we're just gonna do a minute of that one. So it's back again. Traps up, down, traps up, down, traps up, down, becoming aware if ever, oh, my traps are up, relax them, pushing them down, traps are up, push them down, up, Now I'm mindful of that posture. Good. All right, time. That was good for a minute. Now, what we're going to do is some neck rolls. Now, these neck rolls, again, it's not about speed. We want to protect our neck. We're going to be very, very, very careful. We are going to drop our neck down, nice and relaxed, and at your own pace, we're going to roll it. I'm going to begin my roll to my left shoulder, roll my neck back, and get a good full rotation back to neutral position. Yeah, so we're going to do that 10 times. I'm going to go from here, my left ear to my left shoulder, back, around, forward. Now, again, nice and controlled, nice and easy. These are one of those movements that I would say if you could do them fast, still do not do them fast. You know, it's really about getting that stretch, getting that mobility in there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. From that neutral position, I'm going to go the opposite direction. My right ear to my right shoulder, roll. That's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, good. Give your neck a little bit of a twist. Okay. Now, this next little exercise, kind of like to let loosen up the neck a little bit. We're gonna stretch the neck, but before we stretch the neck, we're gonna drop the chin down, and we kind of get this little rocking motion here. I'm gonna rock it from the left to the right, left to the right.
So, Coach, we have a question. Is a cracking sound normal?
Yeah, so mine is cracking too, right? So that's kind of one of those things where we don't want to push it. My neck cracks like the whole time you hear this little pop, crack, 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 crack. So do it very nice and slow. Yeah, so it is natural. I don't know how you like what's normal, but yeah, it happens to me too. I think as we get older, it kind of like it becomes a thing. Yeah, so nothing, no, don't go calling 911 just yet. So we get this little rocking thing going on, all right. Relax the neck. You know, we're not looking to kind of rock extreme to one way, extreme, just a little bit of a bounce, a little bit of a rocking motion right here. All right, good. Come up straight. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to a little bit of some isometric stretches here. So I'm going to get my chin and tuck it into my chest. You can take one arm, you can take both arms. Let's do one arm with my right arm, with my elbow pretty much in front of my face. I'm going to pull my neck down into my chest a little bit, and you're going to feel the stretch right in this area. It's not about pulling too hard, just deep enough that you feel the stretch. You're feeling the stretch right here, right at the upper back area. Try to keep your posture as best you can. You're gonna want to kind of curve over in that seat. Try to keep your posture straight up and just pull slightly and feel that neck stretch right around there. We're gonna hold that for a good 30 seconds. Keeping the good posture, keeping the tension. You try to relax into that stretch. Relax into that stretch. Good. All right. Great. Now I'm going to go to my right. So good posture. I'm going to take my right arm, pretty much put it right around my ear. Yeah. And then I'm going to pull my neck towards my right again. We don't want to pull it completely in one direction to the extreme. We just want to pull it just enough that we start feeling that stretch right here in that neck muscle. And that timer is going to start for us right there. We're going to hit that for 30 seconds. Nice and relaxed. Taking deep breaths, exhaling helps getting deeper in all kinds of stretches. All right. From here, release the pressure off of your ear, off of your head, and bring your head up center. Nice and easy. All right. Now we're going to go over to the left, bringing my left arm over to about my ear. And I'm going to slowly just start pulling my head down towards my left shoulder. Just enough so I feel that stretch in that neck area. All right, great. Slowly release the pressure, come up straight. Get some of those neck rocks. Drop your neck down to your chest, rock it out. All right, good, excellent. All right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna start a little bit of a workout. So the workout, again, because we have to be mindful of our lower back, because we wanna be mindful of our core, and we're gonna be thinking about the posture, right? As opposed to just being kind of like this, we wanna help the body distribute that weight, distribute that position for the prolonged period of time. This kind of, it causes us, our whole posture to kind of compromise itself. Like if we're just standing up, but this in boxing, it's called being square, being too square. Yeah. So the recommended position, according to the stuff that I've read, not being that I'm an expert in this thing, and it makes sense though, because once we change standing here to one foot in front of the other, I can feel the difference. It makes sense to me. Yeah. It feels like physiologically it makes sense. So so the exercises that we're going to be doing right now are designed. We're gonna incorporate this whole other thing, but I'll explain it when we get there. So the first workout is you guys remember head, shoulders, knees, and toes when we were kids? Yeah. So instead of the head, shoulders, knees, and toes, we're gonna reach up to the sky, get a good full extension. Then we're gonna touch our abs. Then, as best as you could, you're gonna try to touch your toes. Yeah, try to get down. Try to keep your back as straight as possible as you come down, hinging from the hips, as opposed to just kind of curving down. Hinging at the hips, sitting back, letting the knees bend, and then feel that stretch right here. As we come down, touch the toes as best as you can. Back to abs. Sky, we're gonna do this 10 times. It's gonna be a 4 count. So it's gonna be sky, abs, toes, 1. Sky, abs, toes, 2. Yeah, all right. So we're gonna do those 10 times. All right. So here we go. Ready? Up, sky, ab, toes, 1. Sky, ab, toes, 2. Sky, ab, toes, 3. Sky, ab, toes, 4. Sky, ab, toes, 5. Sky, ab, toes, 6. Sky, ab, toes, 7. Sky, ab, toes, 8. Sky, ab, toes, 9. Sky, ab, toes, 10. Great. That movement helps us get a nice, works our posture, get a nice elongation of the muscles as we reach out for the sky. As we come down, we work out our flexibility of our hamstrings and also our lower back as we come up into that straight position. So that helps out that whole core, because when we think about the core, people always kind of isolate the abs, but the core actually encompasses that whole, the mid-range, which is the lower back as well. So with that in mind, what we're gonna do here is now we're gonna do these standing knee ups. The standing knee ups with a twist. So I'm gonna pick up my right knee and twist to my right. You're gonna feel your abs contract, but then you're gonna feel the opposite side of your lower back contract as well. So from here, we're gonna do 10 of each side. So I'm gonna pick up my right knee and twist to my right. And it's not a crunch. I'm not crunching it. I'm just twisting lateral. Try to keep that lateral twist as much as you can. You can use your elbows if you want to bring your elbows up and use that as a gauge so that you know that you're not crunching. Keep your posture up, pick that right knee up, and find your balance. Twist to your right. Yeah. Back down. Now we're going to pick up our left knee and twist to our left. That's 1. Right knee. 2. Left knee, twist to left. 2. Right knee, twist to your right. 3. Left knee, find your balance, twist to your left. 3. 4. 5. Now these you can do a little speedier, but don't compromise form for speed. 6, because balance matters here as well. 7. Make sure you're tightening up that core on that twist. Don't cheat yourself out of that twist. 8. At the end of that twist, you want to give yourself a good squeeze. 9. 10. All right, very good. All right. So now we're going to move into some of these isometric. I would say it's a little bit of a blend of the shoulder positions to building up the strength to hold those binoculars up, but then also with the mindfulness of pushing those shoulders down. So first, what we're going to do, well, let me walk you through the exercises. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring up our arms lateral like this. Then we're going to bring them forward. Then we're going to bring them up, all the way up, back down, and then we're going to bring them into binocular position. And then from here, if you notice, if you're following along with me, because naturally my shoulders want to come up, I'm going to bring them down. Yeah, I'm going to bring them down, pinching my shoulder blades and relaxing them so they're not up here. Naturally, because of all this stuff, we've lost focus, we've lost mindfulness of our shoulders. Relax them, bring them down, push them down, yeah? And then let our shoulders carry the burden, our delts carry the burden of the binoculars, and not this whole thing going on where we're all shrugged up over here. So again, we're gonna do these 10 times. We're gonna go boom, out, lateral, forward, up, down, back, facing forward, binocular position. Then we're gonna almost like pinch our shoulder blades, relax the shoulders down. Good. And then we're gonna lower our arms down to our side. Out, forward, up, back, forward. Binoculars, shoulders down. Down, lateral, forward. All the way up, back down, forward. Binocular positions, shoulders down. Okay, down. That's 3. Out, lateral, forward, up. Stretch out that back, stretch out those muscles. Back down, forward. Binocular positions, relax the shoulders, push those shoulders down. That's 4. Arms back down to the side. Lateral, forward, up all the way. Back down, forward. Shoulder positions, push those shoulders down, yeah? Very natural for those shoulders to want to come up. Arms down, that's 5, I think. Might be doing an extra one. Out, lateral, forward, up, back, forward. binocular positions, down, shoulders down, arms down, lateral, forward, up, binocular positions, shoulders down, arms down, lateral, forward, up, back forward, binocular positions, shoulders down, guys. Okay, arms forward, back down, lateral, forward, up, back down, binocular positions, shoulders down. Last one, shoulder, arms down, back, lateral, forward, up, forward, binocular positions, shoulders down. Okay, I jumped right into that workout, but what I wanted to do, what I forgot to mention is, so we were squared up in that case, yeah? So, okay, fine, fair enough. We did those arm exercises, and we're gonna do them again one more time because those are low intensity, so we have to do more reps, so we can do anywhere between 20 and 30 repetitions of those. I feel good with that. I'm pretty sure everybody else feels good with that. That way we can start building the strength, you know? So it's not one of those things at 10 and we're done. Those things we can do, I would recommend doing anywhere between 20 and 50 of those things to start building that strength. Because that's the point of these exercises, build that strength. So we have to feel a little bit of resistance. We have to feel a little bit of discomfort, not pain, discomfort. We got to feel that lactic acid start building up. So those muscles will start building up. So those muscles start tearing down before they get built up. So that's the movement, right? So we're going to do about, let's do about 20 more. So we're not using all the time up. I want to do some other exercises, so those are the movement. But what's important, what I forgot to mention before that was our feet position, right? So like I was saying before from those articles that I read, being squared up like this causes our posture to be compromised as we're kind of, we're standing there, bird watching, and all the thing kind of falls apart. Now, depending on whether you're a lefty or a righty, I'm sure we can kind of go back and forth, but me being right-handed, and it's funny because it kind of aligns to boxing, right? The boxer's stance, it's a heel-toe stance. So I want to put my left leg first, my right leg back. If you're a left-handed person, I would imagine it'd be the opposite, feel much more comfortable for you. So as we do this, we want to get comfortable with our lower body distributing our weight a little bit differently this way. And then we're going to do the workouts from this position, yeah? I'm sure people who are avid bird watchers probably do this instinctually. After a while of standing there squared up, they probably just kind of like you guys probably just move your feet around and naturally and do this to help distribute that weight. So we're going to go back into that routine, but we're going to do that routine with our feet in that position. All right. So my right leg first, my right leg forward, posture up. So arms out, lateral, forward, up, forward, binoculars, push those shoulders down, relax the arms, lateral, forward, up, back down, binoculars, shoulders down, arms down, that's 2, out, forward, up, down, binoculars, shoulders down, 3, show forward, up, back down, binoculars, down, drop the arms, 4, shoulders out, forward, up, forward, binoculars, shoulders down, 5, arms down, lateral, forward, up, back forward, binoculars, push the shoulders down, arms down, out, forward, up, forward, binoculars, mindful, put the shoulders down, 6, lateral, forward, up, forward, binoculars, push those shoulders down, nice and relaxed, arms down, that's 7. Lateral, forward, up, forward, binoculars, shoulders down, arms down, 7. I lose count. Forward, boom, binoculars, shoulders down, nice and relaxed. Now that getting those shoulders to come down that's 8. Getting those shoulders to come down is feeling much more natural right now. Yeah, we're programming the mind, so I'm not having to push down the shoulders as much. I don't know if everybody experiencing the same thing as me. Now I'm not having to push the shoulders down so much. Now I'm in the binocular. It's almost like now my shoulders are knowing to come back down to that relaxed position. This last one is going to be 10. Good. Now let's do 10 more. Why not? Start building out this strength in those shoulders. Yeah. Start feeling a little bit of the burn. Yeah. These exercises aren't that taxing one by one, but we layer enough on them one after another. It's all about high repetition. And that's what's going to build the strength and the resiliency to be out there and not have to suffer the pain and the discomfort of holding those binoculars for many, many hours. All right, binoculars, relax. I think that's 13. Forward, forward, up. Binoculars, push those shoulders down. Lateral, forward, up, back, forward, binoculars, push those shoulders down. 15, forward, yeah. Binoculars, shoulders nice and relaxed, push those shoulders down, arms down. Lateral, forward, up, forward, binoculars, push those shoulders down. 15, maybe. Again, I lose count. Binoculars, shoulders down. At 16, shoulders are starting to burn. They've been burning for the last couple of reps. That means that they're working. That means that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing. If the shoulders aren't burning, you know, there's discomfort. That's the burn. They're not burning, they're not working. Muhammad Ali was asked once how many crunches he can do. He says, I don't know. I don't start counting until they start burning. That's the whole idea. Okay, that's 18, I think. Lateral, forward, up, forward, binoculars, shoulders down. And the last one, lateral, forward, up, forward, binoculars, down. All right, good. Shake out those arms. Good stuff. All right. Because if you noticed, we stayed in that position for that whole time. We have to build up our lower back. So the sky ab toes helps. Yeah, that was a warm up. Helps us getting that lower back. But what we're going to do now is we're going to start focusing on some lower back exercises. So, you have options. You have like the ones that you can get on the floor. They call the kickbacks. Right now, we're going to do the standing kickbacks. So, holding onto a chair. I'm going to be holding on with my right arm. There's 2 movements. I'm going to be kicking straight back, and then I'm also going to be kicking out at an angle. So that movement is going to be out back, and then I'm going to let my heel take me to 45 degrees out. So it's going to be back and then out. It's not sideways, completely sideways. We're not working on our hip abductor here, but we're working our lower back and our glute with that out. Yeah, the hip, that heel is taking us out at that 45-degree angle. You're going to feel this whole area right here tense. Your upper glute and that lower back area. I really love this exercise for people who have lower back issues. If your back is hurting, if you've got a little pinch in your back, you could do this, and this will definitely dull that and work that pain. Actually start strengthening up that back. Your back will hurt less if you do these kind of exercises. there's one I want to show you guys that you're actually laying down, but that'll be for another day. All right, so we're gonna do 10 on each side. Back, out, back, out, back, out, back, out, back, 5, back, 6, back, 7, back, 8, back, 9, back, 10. Great, now we're gonna switch over to our left. Yeah, all right. Begin, back, 1, back, out, 2, back, 3, back, 4, back, 5, back, 6, back, 7, back, 8, back, 9, back, 10, back, 11, back, 12, back, 13. 3 extra ones. So the point of that is those exercises, those back, it depends on your comfort level. Those are kind of exercises that are just, they're not, you can hit those for 10, 20, 30, 50. Hit it for as many as you can, because that's what's actually going to strengthen up your lower back. Again, with all that posture, we're looking up into the treetops. There's a lot of pressure, that angle that we're going to be looking back. You can feel it automatically right here in our lower back. Yeah. So it's important that you build it up, and the only way you can build it up is with resistance. Yeah. So you got to put in a lot of reps. So those kind of things, like I would say, if you can do minimum of 20, minimum of 20 each side. And if you can, go for 50. Yeah. All right. So I would say, let's run through that whole routine one more time, that whole workout routine. We're going to go, for, 20 sky ab toes. Then we're going to go for the 10 knee ups. 20 the arm laterals, and 20 of these kickbacks. All right, so just follow my lead, everybody. So here we go. We're gonna do the 4 count sky ab toes. Okay, here we go. Sky ab toes, hinging at the back, getting that stretch in. Boom. Yeah, 1, sky ab toes. 2, sky ab toes. 3, sky ab toes. 4, sky ab toes. 5, sky ab toes. 6, sky ab toes. 7, sky ab toes. 8, sky ab toes. 9, sky ab toes. 10, sky ab toes. 11, sky ab toes. 12, sky ab toes. 13, sky ab toes. 14, sky ab toes. 15, sky ab toes. 16, sky ab toes. 17, sky ab toes. 18, sky ab toes. 19, sky ab toes. 20, 10 more, sky ab toes. 21. You feel good? Because as I'm reaching for the sky, I'm feeling my lower back stretch out, which feels good after having done those kickbacks. Sky ab toes. 23, sky ab toes. 24, sky ab toes. 25, sky ab toes. 26, sky ab toes. 27, sky ab toes. 28, sky ab toes. 29, sky ab toes. 30. Okay, good. So I like to do these in rounds, right? So you want to set a number that actually pushes yourself. So it's good, 30. So maybe we could do something like when you work out on your own, you implement these in your workouts. Try to go for 3 rounds at a specific number. So 3 rounds of these sky ab toes for 30 reps. That way you can vary the workouts and you kind of get the muscles benefiting from the other workouts. So that sky, as I was reaching for the sky, I felt a lot of relief and in my lower back after having done those kickbacks. All right, so okay, from here we're gonna do the standing knee-ups. So again, I'm gonna pick up my right knee and I'm gonna turn to my right. Yeah, and then I'm gonna pick up my left knee, turn to my left. Here we go. 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8. Pick those knees up high and really get a good twist in. 10, 10. Don't cheat yourself out of that good twist. That twist, that squeeze at the end is where that magic happens. 11, 11, 12, 12, 13, 13, 14, 14, 15, 15, 16, 16, 17, 17, 18, 18, 19, 19, 20, 20. Let's get 10 more. 21, 21, 22, 22, 23, 23, 24, 24, 25, 25, 26, 26, 27, 27, 28, 28, 29, 29, 30, 30. Those felt great. I felt them in my core, my ab, my lower back. I also felt them in my hip flexors. Yeah, so those work that whole mid-range area. Very, very good. All right, now, so we're gonna go into those arm isometric, that whole binocular, the binocular movement. So I would say, depending on how, wherever you want, like you can move your feet. So say you get bored of being in that standard one position, as we're going through the routine, you can switch. I'm sure that you will be switching as you're doing your bird watching. I'm sure you're not gonna be standing like that, or maybe you are, but it's up to you guys, yeah? So I'm gonna start off in my right-handed position, my left leg forward, my right leg back. And so again, here we go. Lateral, forward, reaching up, back forward, binoculars, relax the shoulders, push them down. 1, arms relax, lateral, forward, up, binoculars, relax the shoulders. Yeah, now I'm gonna pick up the pace a little bit. Lateral, forward, up, down, binoculars, push the shoulders down. 3, lateral, forward, up, down, binoculars, shoulders down. 4, lateral, forward, up, down, binoculars, shoulders down. 4, shoulders down. 5, lateral, forward, up, binoculars, shoulders down. 6, lateral, forward, up, binoculars, shoulders down. 7, lateral, forward, up, down, binoculars, shoulders down. 8, lateral, forward, up, down, binoculars, shoulders down. 9, binoculars, shoulders down. I'm gonna switch the feet just because I thought about it. Good. All right. Then we're at 10. Lateral, forward, up, down, binoculars, shoulders down. 11. Lateral, forward, up, down, binoculars, shoulders down. Lateral, forward, up, down, binoculars, shoulders down. 12. Lateral, forward, up, down, binoculars, shoulders down. 13. 14. Lateral, forward, up, down, binoculars, 15. Lateral, forward, up, down, binoculars, 16. Lateral, forward, up, down, binoculars, 17, shoulders down. Lateral, forward, up, binoculars, 18, shoulders down. Lateral, forward, up, down, binoculars, 19, shoulders down. Lateral, forward, up, down, binoculars, 19, shoulders down. Lateral, forward, up, down, binoculars, 20, shoulders down, 10 more. Lateral, forward, up, down, binoculars, 21, shoulders down. Lateral, forward, up, down, binoculars, 22, shoulders down. Lateral, forward, up, down, binoculars, 23, shoulders down. Lateral, forward, up, down, binoculars, 24, shoulders down. Lateral, forward, up, down, binoculars, 25, shoulders down, 5 more. Lateral, forward, up, down, binoculars, shoulders down, 26. Lateral, forward, up, down, binoculars, 27. Forward, up, down, binoculars, 28, shoulders down. Lateral, forward, up, down, binoculars, 29, shoulders down. Forward, up, down, binoculars, 30, shoulders down. Great, good. Excellent. Now we're going to go into the kickbacks. Starting with my right first. Here we go. Back, out, back, 2, back, 3, back, 4, back, 5, back, 6, back, 7, back, 8, back, 9, back, 10, back, 11, back, 12, back, 13, back, 14, back, 15, back, 16, back, 18, back, 19, back, 20. Switching to my left. Back, 1, back, 2, back, 3, back, 4, back, 5, back, 6, back, in, out, back, in, out, back, 9, back, 10, 11, back, 12. Don't use momentum. Don't go swinging the leg. It's all about the squeeze. 13, 14, 15. Make sure you're using your own effort. 17, back, 18, back, 19, back, 20. All right, good. We got a couple minutes left. One last thing I want to mention about these neck exercises, the isometric muscle neck exercises, before we cut off for a Q&A. So it's very important to build up the neck, right? Because we're going to be doing this and we're talking about the wobbler's neck. So one exercise that we could do to start building up the muscles in our neck are these isometrics. So you can put your fist up, 2 hands, 1 hand, it doesn't really matter. You're going to put pressure up and you're going to and you're trying to push your neck down. At the end of the day, your neck isn't going to move, but those muscles in your neck become engaged. So you want to hold that for a few seconds, at between 10 and 30 seconds, right? So we'll be pushing down. So we're going to be standing up straight, posture. Put your fist underneath your chin. Try to push your chin down while your fist pushes it up. Yeah, and we're going to hold that. Let's hold that for a few seconds here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great. Okay. Same idea with our side neck muscles. So I'm gonna pick up my right arm, elbow pointing out. I'm gonna try to push my head to my left shoulder, but about my neck muscles, I'm gonna try to push towards my right shoulder. So my neck isn't going to move, but I'm gonna feel this whole neck area being engaged. 10 seconds, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, ease up on the tension. Okay, isometrics here. Now I'm gonna switch over to my left. So I'm gonna start pushing towards my right while my head pushes to my left. Here we go, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. If you see, my neck is totally being engaged. Same thing, now we're gonna bring either one arm or two arms. I'm gonna interlock my fingers behind my neck. And I am going to, from this seated posture position, I'm going to try to push my neck back while my hands keep it forward. 10 seconds, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. Good work, guys. So it seems like we've run out of time, but I would do those also at least 3 rounds between 10 to 30 seconds, even a minute. Those things, these isometrics, they're not really that dangerous per se, right? Because you have control over the weight that you're going to be doing, what you'd be using. But I would do this for 10 to 30 seconds, probably a minute for myself, considering that how developed my neck muscles are. But those are something that we also want to include in the routine for another 3 rounds. And with that, I'm sorry we ran out of time, but that's the end of the workout. Z, you there?
I'm right here. I'm just trying to unmute. It's
Okay.
like Zoom doesn't want to unmute. All right. So yes, we loved your workout, and somebody was observant about the Flybird equipment that you have. If you look right next to you, there's the logo. So that was very interesting. They're saying it was very appropriate for a workout.
Yeah, that's very good. That's awesome.
So I was like, yeah, you know, the power of observation. So that's what we're doing. So no, we're very excited that you've conducted this workout for us. I found it very beneficial just in general, even if you don't go bird watching, but I loved how you incorporated all the mindfulness into it. Does anybody have any questions? You can unmute now. I enabled everybody to unmute. Thanks, Charlie. You got a thanks in the chat. It's like, I have to leave early. Thank you. Have a nice weekend. Awesome workout. So I'm reading the chat. And now if anybody wants to ask any questions, you can ask.
I just wanted to say that I'm grateful for the birding aspect, because I am a birder, and it did definitely get me to exercise more with you than I usually do. So thanks for that idea.
Good.
And the research as a librarian.
Yeah, it was fun
research.
It was fun, you know, and one of those things, these last next exercises, you know, I would really encourage you guys to do it. I know, like, I didn't manage the time properly, but these exercises are actually going to really help out, because you guys' position is going to be like this so much. So work those as isometric neck exercises in there as well, for sure.
Hi, everyone. This is Z from Yonkers Public Library. Thanks so much to Sally Pinto and Alexis and Barbara from Newark. Thank you to our community partners, WJCS, the City of Yonkers Office for the Aging, Westchester County Legislator Ruth Walter, Friends of Crestwood Library, and Yonkers Public Library for making this phenomenal partnership. And we thank each and every one of you for being part of our wellness community. Be well, stay well.